Did you know that the Nigerian Civil War, which took place in 6th July 1967 to 15th January 1970, also known as the Biafra WÅ, was fought between Nigeria and Republic of Biafra, a secessionist state which had declared its independence from Nigeria in 1967. Nigeria was led by General Yakubu Gowon and Biafra was led by Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. The conflict resulted from political, ethnic, cultural, and religious tension which preceded the United Kingdom's formal decolonization of Nigeria from 1960 to 1963. Immediate causes of the war in 1966 include a military coup, a counter-coup, and anti-Igbo pogrom in northern region. The pogroms and exodus of the surviving Igbos from the northern region to their homeland in the eastern region led the leadership of the eastern region to conclude that the Nigerian federal government would not protect them and that they must protect themselves in an independent Biafra. Within a year, Nigerian government troops surrounded Biafra and captured coastal oil facilities and the city of Port Harcourt. A blockade was imposed as a deliberate policy which led to the mass starvation of Biafran civilians. During the 2.5 years of the war, there were about 100,000 overall military casualties, while between 500,000 and 2 million Biafran civilians died of starvation. Alongside the concurrent Vietnam War, the Nigerian Civil War was one of the first wars in human history to be televised to a global audience. In the mid-1968, images of malnourished and starving Biafran children saturated the mass media of Western countries. The plight of the starving Biafrans became a cause célèbre in foreign countries, enabling a significant rise in the funding and prominence of international non-government organizations. Biafra received international humanitarian aid from civilians during the Biafran airlift, an event which inspired the formation of Doctors Without Borders following the end of the war. The United Kingdom and the Soviet Union were the main supporters of the Nigerian government, while France, Israel after 1968, and some other countries supported Biafra. The United States' official position was one of the neutrality, considering Nigeria as a responsibility of the Britain, but some interpret the refusal to recognize Biafra as favoring the Nigerian government. The war highlighted challenges within Pan-Africanism during the early stages of African independence from colonial rule, suggesting that the diverse nature of African people may present obstacles of achieving common unity. Additionally, it shed light on the initial shortcoming within the Organization of African Unity. The war also resulted in the political marginalization of the Igbo people, as Nigeria has not had another Igbo president since the end of the war, leading some Igbo people to believe they are being unfairly punished for the war. Igbo nationalism has emerged since the end of the war, as well as various neo-Biafran secessionist groups such as Indigenous People of Biafra and Movement for the Actualization of the Sovereign State of Biafra.